Big setback for Pakistan. Pakistan will remain grey list till June 2021.
The status quo on the face of it is deceptive. That Pakistan was on the grey list and remains on the grey list. This position follows fierce negotiations over hotly contested space. Pakistan wanted exit from this list. It lobbied very hard for it. The FATF refused that. The FATF did acknowledge that Pakistan has made progress now on 24 of the 27 requirements of it, but again, the numbers alone could be a deceptive indicator of the extent of progress made or not made.
Pakistan remains under increased monitoring. The FATF recognizes that Pakistan has made significant progress in its effort to improve its anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing framework. However, some serious deficiencies remain. All of these deficiencies are in areas that relate to terrorist financing.
The FATF says, and it words this very carefully, that Pakistani enforcement agencies are now identifying and investigating violations and demonstrating enforcement. They're said to be working to prevent the raising and moving of funds by designated persons. Some movement forward acknowledged here, but not a categorical clean sheet. It just happens that the three that remain could be the three that matter most. One, that Pakistan must demonstrate targeted financial action against all designated persons and groups. Two, Pakistan must then demonstrate that its investigations and prosecutions target those working on behalf of these designated persons and groups. Three, Pakistan must show that its actions result in effective and dissuasive sanctions. Pakistan has now been given until the June plenary to demonstrate full implementation. It's been told that all deadlines have expired. That it has been told at the last several plenaries, but continuing failure now could make June difficult for Pakistan. Politically, the US will be the decisive or decisively influential voice, particularly now under Biden, who's kept a very close eye on Pakistan as vice president and earlier, and who has some experience in making a distinction between rhetoric and reality coming out of Pakistan. Finally, and secretly and not least, the FATF has announced that it's preparing a new risk-based rather than rule-based investigation system. So it is sharpening its gaze. To that end, it's produced a new confidential checklist for very select distribution. The question, of course, with Pakistan, the eternally difficult question, who will check on who?